So, just for anyone who's interested, I thought I'd vent my frustration now about the nakedscientists.com forum on the internet, where I just posted under the new theory section, which is obviously where crackpots and crazies go to have their ideas lampooned online by the gods of the forum, right? And the gods of the forum, I bored chemist Alan Calvert, bored chemist, sorry again, Origin, another one. They're commenting with like these very much like gaslighting, faintly bigoted responses, saying like this is nothing but word salad. I get a kick out of equations 1 and 2. Yeah, they didn't copy into the thing. I don't really care that much. Mathematical equations are generally mathematical equations, not a paragraph of text. All right, I didn't say well, whatever. Like these people don't sound scientifically literate to me. I suspect that the cut and paste operation decided to save us the trouble of reading the equations. It may have been wise. Ha 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 ha. A test of our hypothesis is the accuracy of its predictions. I don't see any of that. I put a prediction in there. There's a prediction in the abstract of the thing. I'm saying that the G factor of the mu1 would accord with the predictions made for it in the standard model of particle physics in microgravity. That's what the prediction of this model is. Whereas the observed G factor of the mu1 on Earth doesn't accord with the predictions of the standard model. That's the point that I was trying to get at. When was it the Brookhaven National Laboratory or was it the Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory? I can't remember which one. And Fermilab. The experiment took place at 2 different locations. I explained the variance between the results for the mu1 G factor at the 2 different locations arises as a result of the differences between the height above sea level at the 2 different locations. So the mu1 G factor is different in one location versus another location because one location is further above sea level than the other. So at one location there's slightly more quantum gravitational effects impacting the mu1's G factor, i.e. its tendency to wobble or its spin to wobble. That's approximately what it means. I understand it's a little bit more nuanced and complicated than that. But like, who the fuck are these pointless, like, creepy idiots? Bored chemists is like, well, this is physics. Why are you talking about it then? Alan Calvert. I know who you are. To test our hypothesis, it needs to be meaningful. I think it fell at the 0th hurdle. The 0th hurdle? Is there ever a 0th hurdle in a game of hurdles? And why am I even responding to these fucking dickheads? I don't know. Like, who are they? They can't be real scientists. It just couldn't be. I'm just like putting it, because this is a website owned and operated by Cambridge University. So I'm like hoping that some Cambridge scientists are going to look at it maybe and give like good critique of it. I don't know. Like, I put a hell of a lot of time and effort into this. 7 years researching quantum fucking gravity after, well, more than that actually, more like 10 years researching it. And, you know, eventually having the big idea, the eureka moment, right, about 7 years ago, when I realized that it must be gravitational electrons, or electrons comprising the gravitational field, is an encrypted global moderator, Naked Science Forum king, not quite a god then. Bloody hell. The probability of an electron tunneling over astronomical distances is absurdly unlikely. I know! That doesn't make for a good explanation of how planets can stay in orbit around a star. Like, it's unlikely. When something's unlikely, does that mean what? It never happens. It never happens. Do you have any earthly idea how many electrons comprise the planet Earth, for instance? And how often they change position in their orbits around atomic nuclei? It's like, what? Phil Moriarty from Nottingham came back to me at one point and said, oh, it'd be like 10 to the 500, or chance of 1 in 10 to the 500 of it tunneling like a few meters or something like this. I don't know exactly how he came up with that calculation. I need to find out. But, you know, I managed to dispose of that quite quickly, really, if you take into consideration the number of times an electron changes its position around an atomic nucleus. If you just let it go for a long enough time, yeah, it will do that. It will change position 10 to the 500 times. I think it changes its position. So to figure out how often it changes its position, because it will change position once every Planck time. Because in free space, an electron would encounter a different subatomic particle once every Planck time, or once by that it would absorb and emit a photon or something like that every Planck time. So it would be, what is the Planck time again? It's 4.46 times 10 to the minus 43 seconds. So I can't really do this in my head. That 1 divided by that is 4.46 times 10 to the 43. Different numbers of times the electron changes position per second. So then to get to 10 to the 500, you need to multiply that, divided by 10 to the 500, then multiply that by whatever the resulting figure is, right? And then it comes out as like, well, I guess about 20 or 30 seconds is how long you need to wait until it will tunnel about a meter. So you haven't disproven me by saying something is unlikely. That plays directly into my hands. It's absurdly close to so many other quantum gravity models. It's almost loop quantum gravity. It's fucking almost string theory, according to David Tong's lecture notes. If gravitational fields are a form of quantum of the electromagnetic field. Quanta. It's pretty damn similar to Felix Finster's idea of causal fermion systems. It's similar to lots of different things. It's very similar to the spin foams notion in loop quantum gravity. There's a deep parsimony there with several other quantum gravity hypotheses, or theories, or models, whatever you want to call them. I hate this. I really do. I hate it now. I hate working on this. Like, why am I doing it still? I don't know. Well, I've got to get this article published in philosophy now. It'll become philosophy as opposed to physics. Unbelievable. Like, yeah, dreadful, bigoted, yeah, like stupid comments, stupid gaslighting. You know, it's just like the quintessence of what makes a fool, an idiot, a stupid person. There's word salads. Like, it's not word salad. You just couldn't understand the words, could you? You're just too thick to be able to understand what I was trying to say. It's not that I'd written something meaningless. It's that you're too stupid to understand something. And that you're getting called a god on this forum and you think that you're some sort of god of science, but you're hanging around on a fucking science forum on the internet weirdly. And like, you're posting literally 7,678 comments on a science forum. And that seems to be like what you do every single day of your life. Because you responded to this, and you responded to the last one I posted on the same forum. Same people doing it. Fuck you, people. Bigoted morons.